Well, we should be live, ready for a fun night of fighting. For those of you guys that may be watching this later on down the road, we appreciate you joining us. We're going to get started with a few exhibition fights. We're going to have a couple minutes of dead time here, so feel free to fast forward on through. But we won't bore you. So I'm gonna mute the mic. And I think we got some fighting action coming at you here in just a few minutes.
come up and say the prayer. Then we're going to have an exhibition fight, and then we're going to dive into the kickboxing matches. For all amateur and professional bouts, MMA bouts in Alabama, the promoter is required to have a certified association of ringside physicians. There are only about 15 in the state. Our doctor tonight not only has this certification, but is also a certified USA boxing physician, boxer, coach, and referee. He has trained and coached multiple state Golden Glove champions. He is a world champion and USA Master Boxer and has been elected Master Boxer of the Year 2 times by Alabama Boxing Hall of Fame. His last fight was in Las Vegas 6 months ago, where he won by TKO in the second round. He is 65 years old, still competing, and tonight we'll be saying our opening prayer. Y'all make welcome Dr. Ted Cox.
Our dear Heavenly Gracious Father, thank you so much for all the lessons that you continue to bestow upon us. We thank you for allowing us to be here tonight and witness one of the greatest sports on earth. We thank you for these incredible athletes and their abilities, their dedication, their concentration. And we thank you for the blessings and the abilities they have. May we always know where our blessings come from. Be with each and every one that they go to this night. Keep us safe. Keep us safe as we go home. And allow us to be together again. May we always know that you are there for us and that you love us. We ask all these things in your precious Son's name. Amen. Amen.
Now, if you will, let's stand and rise for our national anthem. Going to be from the red corner, Big Pimpin' Peyton Hall versus out of the blue corner, Big Sexy Corey Kane. We're going to have 2 1-minute periods.
Come on, Peyton! Come on, Corey!
Ready?
Woo!
Blue.
Let's go, boys! Let's go!
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Come on, boys!
Jeff. Come on. 1, 2. 1, 2. There you go. Hook. Calm down. You're good. Calm down. Hey, throw something.
Come on, boys! There you go!
1, 2. Hey, yes, just like we were. There you go. Hey. There's that one.
Come on, boys!
Definitely under 18, pretty sure under 16.
Just listen.
Pretty well.
There you go. Get that overhand now. There you go.
I don't think people realize how nerve-wracking it is to make that first one count. I'm not sure if he's massive in front of a crowd like this, but yeah, I think this is their first time as well. So, but yeah, they are showing real good composure for as young as they are, and absolutely.
If they got their feet a little bit wet, I'm interested to see how fast they pick up in round 2.
Yeah, it should be pretty fun if they just let loose. So Chad Finnerty in there is the ref. He ain't gonna let him get hurt. So the freak Finnerty.
Corners out.
All right, here we go. It's the second last round for this exhibition.
Fight.
Come on, Corey! Come on, Corey!
A little bit of a rabbit punch there. Good thing we have the headgear.
Yeah.
That went hard way. Be careful ducking in underneath those hooks. You get clipped right in the back of the head.
That actually happened to me in my last fight as well.
Versus Hamilton, that played a big factor.
Oh yeah, I was not the same. It was an accidental punch.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they're throwing a little bit harder now that they first round out of the way.
Good stiff jab.
Come on, Corey!
2, 3.
Come on, Corey!
2, 3. There you go.
Off right there, yeah.
Come on, Corey! Come on, Corey!
Up there. Keep on it. Get out of there.
That's going to be
Hey, let's put our hands together for these young men. After 2 rounds, we have a draw.
Next we got our first kickboxing fight of the night. It's going to be Dylan May versus Dylan Shifflet. It's the battle of the Dylans.
Right. Wonder which Dylan's going to take it home.
Should be a good fight. Still. You will notice that they're all going to wear headgear and shin guards except for the final fight of the night, which is going to be a pro kickboxing fight. It's also going to be 3 2-minute rounds.
Good job, Corey.
The last fight, which is going to be a little bit different, will be 3 3-minute rounds.
Good job, Brandon. Good job,
We're ready for the boys. Now number 1, 265 pounds. Dylan May.
Dylan May. Looks like he's cornered by your opponent for later tonight, Trace Layton.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting night. I'm going to be running back and forth between reffing, commentating, and taking that exhibition.
Yeah, I'm super excited about your and Trace exhibition. Just to see y'all both compete, since people keep pulling out of both of y'all's fights. So.
Yeah, when I heard this guy pulled out, I was like, man, I gotta give him something.
His opponent of the blue corner, Shifflet.
All right, so Dylan Mays with the red corner with the red gloves. He is an independent fighter. Dylan Shifflet, which is walking out here in just a few minutes, he trains at Ultimate MMA. Those guys up there, so it should be a fun
Interesting. A lot of times these independent fighters, they come in without a lot of experience. But then again, sometimes it's a little bit deceptive. Sometimes these guys call themselves independent, but they come out of other gyms. I'm really interested to see what May's going to bring to the table. But even so, with guys that's heavy, there's a quarter of a ton of weight going to be in that cage between the two of these gentlemen. And when you're that big, any blow could end the fight, regardless of what's been happening up until that point. So any right hand or any hook that they throw could be a fight-ending knockout. It's always exciting with these heavy guys.
Oh, 100%. I know Dylan throws heavy hands. He fought one of my teammates, Logan Hilbrand, and they were throwing bombs at each other for the entire fight. So.
Just sizing them up right now, Dylan May looks to be the larger of the two of them. I'm really interested to see where Shifflet weighed in at.
I think he's probably around like 220, 225. I know he was cutting down to 205 when he decided to take this fight. So props to him for getting so much weight. Actually, in kickboxing, he has to be above 224.
Okay.
Yeah, my last fight, that's what I found out because I was below that. And I had to gain a little bit of weight to get up to where I needed to be. So.
Let's make it welcome, country boy, Daryn Shifflet.
Shifflet is giving up a lot of weight, but imagine the mobility difference between the two of them, what that's going to look like. So I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I do know that Shifflet has been working out with Jose Big Brown Evans every day. So shouldn't be too big of an issue for him. But right away, you can see that Shifflet is the more technical of the two. But it looks like
yeah, May definitely taking advantage of his weight.
Oh, Superman.
Big overhand. Yeah, big Superman left. To the left, too. That was interesting.
Guillotine? It's not allowed right now.
Should let him do it.
Yeah, right.
Why not?
Turn it into an MMA fight, I guess. Dylan is throwing Shifflet. He's throwing those low leg kicks there, but he needs to be a little bit careful. He has kicked the knee a couple of times already.
Got a low blow?
Yeah, I think the knee hit him a little low. So he walked over there, tried to get a little bit of advice from his coaches, but the ref wouldn't have none of that.
So he should have up to 5 minutes to recover from this, shouldn't he?
Yes, I do believe that is the case. He didn't like it.
There you go. He didn't need the whole 5.
I think it was 100% accidental. I don't think it was done maliciously at all.
Shifflet with his hands kind of low, facing somebody with that kind of power. I don't know that I would be comfortable there.
Yeah. With the size difference, Shifflet may have a little bit of extra speed needed to get his hands up. So we'll find out shortly.
There he goes, teeing off pretty well there.
So you'll see, even though they were working right there, the ref broke them apart. You only have 5 seconds to work in amateur kickboxing in the clinch.
Come on, country boy.
There's 10 seconds left in this first round.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Good, good, good.
May turning his back a little bit there.
Yeah.
That was almost disastrous.
So in Shifflet's corner, you got Big Brown and Detonation D, Damian Douglas.
Definitely a strong corner right there. If I had someone giving me advice, I would really be happy with them right there. Both of those guys really know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, they're both physically and mentally strong when it comes to the fight game. So I think Damian's got the biggest biceps in the game. Here we go with the start of the second round.
Shifflet looks pretty energized. May over there might be a little bit drained.
Yeah, he might be. He did fight not too long ago. It was about a month ago, actually. So.
Ooh,
Oh, that was
big.
hard.
Ooh, goodness. You know that hurt. You could tell that hurt right there.
Oh, 100%.
If he had opened up with those in round 1, man, that could have really did some work. But you know, what is there? One more round after this?
Yep. There's 3 rounds. So.
you're going to work those leg kicks, you need to really start off early. Got to wear your opponent's legs down, take the mobility away. There he is.
He goes kicking the knee again.
Yeah, hands low though. He almost ate that right hand. You can see Shifflet, May thinking about that right hand to counter that inside leg.
Shifflet with a little switched leg low kick there. It doesn't seem the power of May is going to affect him very much. He's still walking forward, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I believe Shifflet has landed the more clean shots of the two as well, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's definitely outpointing his opponent.
Likes that Superman.
Yeah, and with the left, too. It looks like he's an orthodox fighter, so it's really peculiar to see him throwing it with the left.
So I spoke with him not too long ago, probably a few weeks ago, and he told me that he's a left-handed, everything he does is left-handed, except for fight, which he fights in the orthodox stance, but he's been working on trying to get to the southpaw and getting a little
Standing
more familiar.
southpaw right now.
Yeah, he's a little hot. Going in the third and final round.
There we go. I'd like to see him throw more of those switch kicks. You know, even with the size difference, you can tell Shifflet over there was definitely respecting him. There's something about that approach. When you see somebody dig down with their knees and they hit that switch stance, people want to get out of the way. That's an intimidating strike, and it's a good way to back that bigger guy up and to make him think twice before he just mows him down, right? Before he starts rushing forward, you see him loading up that kick, and you want to get out of the way. That's like a bat coming at you.
Oh, 100%. You can get a little bit more momentum in it with that switch. So, but it looks like May is breathing pretty heavily on the stool over there, taking his time.
Taking a lot of time to get up off that chair.
Dylan, Shifflet still looks pretty fresh. So.
Playing the crowd a little bit. Straight to it. Break this clinch up. Oh, they're letting it go a little bit.
Yeah, I was expecting him to break it up just a second ago. May with that strong right hand that just slightly missed. Getting a little wild, but you know what? It seems the crowd seems to enjoy that.
Yeah,
so.
They're letting him stay in that clinch. You know, there's a saying that I've heard before is, you know, if the ref allows it, it's not against the rules. And you know, it sounds kind of sleazy, but if someone's taking advantage of something and the ref's not doing something about it, play it as well. This is a fight and you have to protect yourself. So if you realize the ref's letting this one specific rule kind of go out the window, well, play to that.
Oh, 100%. I actually was talking to the refs before the event started, and they had one of the fighters tell them that until they stop them, they're going to continue doing what they're doing. So
absolutely, protect yourself at all times.
Yep. It was not one of these two guys, by the way. But
letting this clinch go.
Yeah.
There's the break.
Yeah, this size advantage really hasn't played much of a factor.
No, not at all. If anything, the mobility over there on Shifflet's part.
Oh, those are heavy knees.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Shifflet's mobility. And I think Shifflet may be a little stronger. He's just kind of pushing May around the cage.
Yeah, I wonder maybe if it's the cardio over there. You know, once you start getting worn out, you start getting light-footed and easy to push around. So even if it's not a strength issue, if you're just tired, it's hard to dig your heels in or dig your toes in and go forward.
Yeah, 100%. So, but it's time to see what the judges thought of that fight. See who they're going to give it to.
Yeah, I'd be really surprised if Shifflet didn't take this home by decision.
Yeah, I would be too. 100%. Shifflet is still pumped up. He is still ready to go for 3 more rounds. While we wait on this judge's decision, you got anything coming up for Big Dreamin'?
Well, so right now we're kind of going back to the drawing board. So my last opponent backed out on me, and the plan was to take a little bit of a hiatus after that fight to kind of prepare myself for future opponents. So right now we're just scouting out opponents and trying to get my gym under control. We're doing really good out there. We're growing really quickly, but I've got to get some more staff in there. It's hard for me to get away and train at the moment. So, but yeah, we're still looking for opponents. If I find a good matchup, I'll take it.
Cool. So you mentioned your gym. Why don't you? Well, after the judge's decision, we'll go back to that.
Split decision. There we go.
He just overcome with joy.
Yeah. I wonder what the one judge was looking at. Did he have the names mixed up as you know?
Yeah, it very well could have been. You never know with judges, though.
Yeah, sometimes, very, very rarely. They have rules about if you fought in a certain time frame, they're not going to allow you to judge just because of conflict of interest. So a lot of these judges don't have any fight experience. It's kind of a policy that the athletic commissions have, and the policy means well is to try to prevent unfairness from happening, but it causes unfairness in and of itself because the judges aren't experienced. They don't really know what they're looking at sometimes.
Right. Yeah. They look at. I mean, this guy's walking him down, so that means he's winning the fight. Well, that's necessarily not true at all. But while we wait on these next guys, why don't you tell everybody that's watching about your gym? So they can come see you.
So Alexandria, Alabama. It's a real small building. We're outgrowing it really quickly. We're actually looking for a new building in the area. We've got to at least triple our space because it's getting really crowded in there, man. But super excited about it. I'm super happy to be doing it, and we're building a pretty strong team.
Good deal. So you're the head coach / owner, and I know you're legit because I'm a big old boy and you're not a big boy, and you just have your way with me whenever I come up there and
thank you, man. Thank you.
So you're a 4-stripe purple belt at this point.
Yeah, 4-stripe purple belt. Yeah, I've been a 4-stripe purple belt for a long time. Probably will be for a while because I'm under a new black belt now, and that kind of resets it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult for me to get out to my black belt, Todd Chappell. If he's probably not listening tonight, but if he is, what's up, man? How you doing? But it's kind of hard for me to get out there. So I'm probably going to be a 4-stripe purple for a long time, but I'm okay with that. As long as I'm winning fights, as long as I'm progressing, getting better, I really don't care about the belt rank. My guys know that I'm legit, and I win fights. My guys win fights. So that's at the end of the day, that's all I really care about.
100%. So right now we got Chad Fletcher walking to the cage for his kickboxing fight. He is from Ronin MMA in Louisiana. I think it's Lafayette, maybe. So, this is going to be a special fight because his opponent, Guillermo Morales, which most everybody's going to know him as Willie Evans.
Oh, this is a really fight.
Oh, yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, Guillermo is the owner of the AFL. So it's not very often you see the owner actually get in there and fight himself. So y'all are in for a treat tonight. Willie is also the owner of Ultimate MMA in Albertville, Alabama. So,
You know, I don't think I've ever seen Willie this lean. This is that's an interesting side of him right there, man. He's looking pretty lean, pretty cut up over there. Definitely he's taking this camp seriously, I can tell.
oh, he has. He's I've kept in touch with him. I was training in Ultimate for a little while, and then I went to another gym in the Birmingham area. But he had 3 or 4 different other fights he'd been training for and cutting weight for that all fell through for whatever reason. I'm not sure what it was, but it was all in like Mississippi. I think he had one in Alabama too, but they all fell through. So.
Fletcher in the red.
And his opponent, fighting out of Ultimate MMA in Albertville, Alabama, let's welcome Guillermo Morales!
Well, it looks like the crowd's here for Willie.
Yeah, but you know, it's something to be said about driving, you know, across a few states to get here and fight. If you're willing to go that distance, you're probably pretty confident. So I'm really interested to see what Fletcher is going to bring to the table.
Yeah, right away they're a lot faster than the heavy guys that just fought.
Yeah.
So. Willie's opening up with some kicks that look pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. He's showing control of the center. Fletcher not really trying to keep the center. Maybe he's trying to play the long. He's obviously the taller fighter, so maybe he's trying to play the long game, the run and wait for his opportunity to just snipe down that middle. Doing a good job creating those angles.
He is. Neither fighter really landed any punches. The kicks are there for Willie, but.
Both very good defensively. Willie throwing a lot of feints.
Yeah, feints are a big part of the game that are way underutilized. So. Willie with that big overhand that just slightly missed.
One thing I noticed from Willie, you can tell he's got a lot of boxing in his camp with the way he's bringing his head low. It does make me a little bit nervous for that rear leg to just pop up from Fletcher there and catch him. But if he's getting away with it, then by all means.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing Fletcher throw a kick yet, so let's see. That was a feint.
Guillermo really utilizing those kicks, which is a good time to do. It's early in the fight. It's a good time to do that. If you can start popping those legs early in the fight, they'll stiffen up, and hopefully by if it's going to be a long fight, then towards the later rounds, it's going to really take away from your opponent's mobility. But you got to do it early.
Yeah, it's going to get hard for him to start standing on that leg. Especially right now, he's going to go sit on that stool and kind of relax just a little bit, and then all of a sudden, it's going to be standing up, and his leg's not going to want to do that.
See the experience of Guillermo's corner over there. They've got him facing outside of the cage. They're only allowed one man inside the cage, and so by turning him around, he's able to utilize the advice of somebody outside the cage. And you look over there at Fletcher's corner, he's only got the one man facing him there.
Yeah, in Guillermo's corner, he has his brother Jose Evans, and then
another fun fact right there.
Yeah. And then Mingo Holcomb is also in the corner of Guillermo's. So. Two very, very, very experienced guys.
Round 2 begins. A little bit of a feeling out process here.
Yeah, it's going to be. I kind of wonder what Fletcher's corner told him.
Good knees.
Yeah. Wondering what Fletcher's corner told him about the dip of Guillermo's head. See if he wants to try to throw that kick up there.
You know, considering the kicks landed and the ring control from Guillermo, I'd say he's probably outpointing his opponent right now. Not too much damage up top from either guy yet, but we'll see in these later rounds as they start to wear down a little bit. Ooh, that kick hurt.
Yeah, it did, and you got to wonder too how much of these kicks are affecting Guillermo. Because if he accidentally hits with the top of his foot or something, you know, it very well could affect him too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But,
Kind of a double-edged sword there.
Yeah, I actually hurt my leg pretty bad in my last fight with a kick. So throwing a kick.
Yeah, actually, my last fight, I threw a kick as my opponent was throwing one, and it came under my leg and tripped me, which was kind of an accidental. It looked good on his part, like it did it on. It was more accidental, but yeah, it worked. It definitely took me right to my butt.
Yeah, it looks like some punches are starting to land.
Ooh,
It's a nice
yeah,
one
Fletcher
too.
there, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm looking to see from Fletcher is these straight punches down the pipe. You know, Willie is he's the shorter fighter. He's trying to get inside, get close, and throw these hooks and uppercuts. And a good counter to that is to keep your range and to snipe straight down the middle. And I'd like to see Fletcher try to utilize that a little more.
Yeah, with that, he's not really throwing many straight punches. You know, maybe they thought Willie was a little bit bigger and taller than he was during the camp or whatever, but I'm not sure. So. After 2 rounds, it doesn't look like either fighter's really tired. So.
You know, I'd like to be a fly on the wall over there in Fletcher's corner. As coach giving him a good little slap there to wake him up, hype him up. And I think honestly, I think the only way he's going to take this home in this final round is he'd have to get a knockout, and that's going to be very difficult. Neither of these guys are that gassed or that damaged, so that it would be kind of miraculous, honestly, if Fletcher takes this home, in my opinion.
Yes, it would. And you see he's walking pretty well on his leg, despite being kicked in it for 4 minutes straight. So. There was that
almost a knee to the head. I think he stopped short of it, didn't want to DQ himself there.
Yeah, so in amateur MMA, knees and elbows in general and knees to the head. Yeah, and kickboxing, sorry. They are
Good inside
illegal.
leg there from Guillermo.
So Fletcher's actually starting to use his kicks now. So
Yeah, I think he knows he's got to do something this round, or he's just not going to say, "Ooh, good." And something I just noticed, I should have noticed way sooner, is Fletcher is a southpaw. So all these 1-2s we're looking at, they're actually 2-1s,
Yeah.
and which is kind of interesting.
yeah, I never noticed that either. So shame on us.
I'm just a jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah, I don't have much to say. I'm definitely a stand-up guy. Unfortunately, I didn't notice that. So.
Fletcher actually teed off there for a moment. That was a good combination, ending with a hook and then a straight right down the pipe.
Yeah, they're 100% throwing, with everything they got with this last round, trying to get that finish, so they don't leave it in the judges' hands.
Yeah, still, it's going to be difficult to get a finish in this round. I'm almost certain it's going to go to the decision. But hey, I've been surprised plenty of times. This sport's full of surprises.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of swelling right there above the knee of Fletcher.
You see him wince there a second ago when he took one too.
Yeah, it's very faint, but you can see him. He's moving well, but it hurts. He can't put a ton of weight on that leg.
Yeah, that hurt. Yeah, Guillermo noticed it too. He's eating that leg up now. Every opportunity. 10 seconds in the round. You know, I'm not sure quite who's winning this round. It's a very close round. This is definitely Fletcher's best round. Absolutely, he definitely did a lot better in this round than in the first two. But I still think Guillermo took at least the first 2 rounds, if not that last one. The last one might be up in the air.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if Guillermo does not come away with a victory in this. But I've seen crazier stuff happen. So.
Oh, absolutely.
So far we've had 3 fights, one of them which was an exhibition, but they have all been very exciting.
Absolutely.
After 3 rounds of war, all 3 judges agreed for a unanimous decision out of the blue corner.
Next up, we have Josh Crumpton and Casey Looney. No, I'm not familiar with Crumpton, but Casey Looney, I've seen him fight here quite a bit.
Yeah, he's from Ultimate MMA. Casey is, and I've seen him seen videos of him hitting pads and stuff, and he's got some pretty fancy kicks. So we'll see if we see him tonight. Crumpton, I don't know if he's out of the garage or if he's just being cornered by one of the garage kickboxing guys, but this will be our last fight before the first intermission, and during that intermission there will be no commentary, but you will get to see Steven's pretty face in the ring reffing for these young guys. So
Absolutely. see Casey backstage right now. He looks collected.
Yeah, he does. He looks ready to go.
Looks in great shape too. I've seen him after a couple of what looked to be pretty bad weight cuts, but he looks like he is in great shape tonight. I don't think I've seen him this cut.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday at the weigh-ins, or after the weigh-ins, and he said that he started his weight cut about a month out. So by the time that fight week came, he only cut about 4 pounds. So
Nice.
if anybody knows anything about weight cutting, you can cut about 4 pounds in about an hour and a half. So it sucks, but it can be done. So
Yeah.
all right, so Josh is not from the garage. I guess he's just got one of their guys cornering him. So
Crumpton definitely the taller of the two fighters tonight.
yeah, so Crumpton, he's definitely got the reach advantage, but with him being an independent fighter, like we talked about earlier.
Gotta wonder what kind of technique is behind that.
Yeah, you
Sometimes
never
it's
know.
surprising, yeah. 35-pound division.
Yeah, so fun fact about Mr. Casey Looney there, he used to be a pretty heavy guy, like above 170, I believe. So
Yeah, for his height, that's a big boy.
so they are throwing very hard leg
Yeah.
kicks.
Yeah, they're getting right to it. Saw some knees there, but my field of vision was obstructed by the cage.
Yeah, I saw a few, and then our first takedown of the night, so which is not allowed, by the way.
Yeah. Ref warning him over there. You can sweep him, but you can't grab that leg. I mean, I guess you can cup it and kick the other leg, but yeah, you can't do a double leg or a single leg in here.
No, unfortunately, you can't. So you saw Crumpton trying to grab that leg there.
Instinct.
Yeah, it's instinct, and if he happens to grab it, he has one strike kick and throw while holding that leg. So it looks like he keeps trying to go for takedowns. But
Working
now-
that clinch right there. Throwing some savage knees. Oh, maybe
Casey
a low
dropped
blow.
him.
Was it a low blow?
I'm not sure that it was a low blow. I think it was a knee to the body. Nope. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's no count, so I believe it was a low blow. Once again, it was that post in the cage that was blocking our field of use.
Wouldn't it be great if instead of a fence, we just had a glass wall?
Yeah, I'm sure they have something that can be made now that you can just.
Yeah, at this point, we gotta figure something out to upgrade the sport a little bit here. I know at the higher levels, you got camera crews flying around overhead and everything, and that works out pretty great. But for these smaller leagues, that is a bit of a problem for some of the fans even in the front row sometimes, and even the judges sometimes. Man, that can definitely cause some problems.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Casey reaching low to try to catch that kick. It's a dangerous game to play.
Yeah, Crumpton could just those spinning back fist attempts. So, but yeah, Crumpton could just fake that low kick and come up high if Looney keeps on doing that. So.
Crumpton is really impressing me. I don't know if he's truly an independent fighter. It's very clear that he's had some work somewhere.
Oh, 100%. So I was going to bring it up earlier, and I never did, but sometimes you got these guys that say they're independent fighters.
Crumpton tried to slap hands over there, and Looney missed it, and then as Crumpton turned away, he tried to raise up, and it was just a little awkward. That was kind of funny.
But, yeah, so some of these independent fighters, they just train at a bunch of different gyms, and so they don't have a home gym, so they just call themselves independent. So that could be the case with Crumpton, but he does look pretty exhausted, so. Start of the second round. We'll see if it's just as action-packed as that first one. Casey came over with that big right hand that Crumpton was able to get out of the way of.
Training rear legs.
So both fighters have slowed down a good bit.
Yeah, considerably. Yeah, trading rear legs again. That's very common in Dutch-style kickboxing, right? As far as yeah, again, right. So basically, what they're trying to do is stay even on the scorecards, right? If you eat a strike, you need to give one back. Otherwise, you're going to get behind in the eyes of the judges very quickly. Even in terms of outside of terms of dealing damage, you have to make these connections and get these points and score on your opponent. Good work from the clinch. Ooh.
Yeah, so it looks like Crumpton is pretty physically exhausted there.
Yeah, I think he ate some big body shots, yeah. Oh, goodness. This may be the beginning of the end. His hands are low. Oh, if I was Looney, I'd be moving in right now.
Yeah, so guys with the higher fight IQ, too, with what you going back to your trading shots for shots, most guys know with a higher fight IQ that if they throw something, chances are you're going to throw that same strike back at them. So sometimes they'll use that and try to bait you into something else.
They're going to stop this. This is going to get stopped soon.
Yeah,
Casey Looney is tearing him up right now.
Yeah, I'm
Crumpton
surprised.
barely hanging on. The refs, oh, goodness gracious.
He's in there. He's watching closely.
Oh, he made it to the end of the round. Oh, they're going to stop it anyways. He's not going to.
Yeah, he probably won't get back up. He's saying that was a low blow, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
The ref's there he goes. The ref called the
It's
call.
over, yep.
He was telling him that if he didn't get up and go to his corner, he was going to have to call it. So.
Still have to wait for that official decision.
Yeah, so after this official decision, we're going to be stepping
TKO?
away. Yeah, it should be a TKO. So.
Give these two a round of applause. Winner by technical knockout, Casey.
Too much. I feel nauseous now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be having our first 10-minute intermission. Now, the new round of applause for our having. We do have a special little treat for you. We do have one more exhibition right now. We'll let them clear out of this walkway real quick.
All of them were holding a big paper. You don't have it? I'm gonna eat it. I don't want it. You're so lucky.
Our first participant in this exhibition is Patrick Earwood. All right, this exhibition fight is going to be 3 2-minute rounds.
No, these exhibitions are 2. 2? Yeah. 2.
Three 1-minute rounds. Fighting out of the red corner, representing Daryn, Kickboxing. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Ultimate MMA, Tyler, the Assassin. This exhibition match will be refereed by Stephen Owen.
Ryder, you ready? Come on, Pat. Ryder, you ready? Ryder, are you ready?
Let's go, Tyler!
Show me something, Patty. All right, here we go.
As this is an exhibition, neither won nor lost, but let's give them a hand for the Warriors and put on.
Good job, guys!
All right, we're back. So my partner, Stephen Owens, is going to be gone for a little while. He is competing in the second intermission with Trey Slayton in an exhibition match. So it's just going to be me. So this guy, Michael Abawe, I'm probably butchering that last name, but he is from Ronan out in New Orleans, Louisiana. So their guys have put on shows so far. So let's see if he can continue the trend.
And this is Owen out of the blue corner. Caleb Wright.
All right, his opponent that is about to be walking out to the cage now, Caleb Bright. He's from Ultimate MMA, and he is a karate fighter. So we're more than likely going to see a good bit of different types of kicks, maybe a good bit of movement in and out, like most karate guys do. I have seen Caleb compete in some exhibition fights in the past, and he has been extremely technical. So we'll see if that translates over into this kickboxing event. All right, I think there is some technical difficulties with the DJ and his walkout song is what the holdup is. All right, well, here he comes with his walkout song that was picked for him. Apparently there was some issues getting his song relayed to the DJ. So but the time has come for him to step into the cage. You can see he's got Ethan Van in his corner. Ethan has recently moved up here from Florida. He's a well-versed fighter, both in MMA and in jiu-jitsu. So, with this being a strictly kickboxing fight, should be a good time to watch these guys throw, because I'm pretty sure Michael over there, he's kind of long and lanky, so I'm sure he's going to have some good straight punches and some good kicks as well. So. Looks like they're having to tape up the bottom of the shin guards. That's what's happening right now. And once again, these guys are amateur fighters. And I know this is Caleb's kickboxing debut. So there is a little bit of confusion with the rules sometimes. And this just so happened to be one of those times. But we're getting the ball rolling. All right, he's making his way into the cage, and we're going to hand it over to Chad Finnerty while he gets the introductions underway.
New Orleans, Louisiana, the lead machine, Michael, the
So Ultimate's bringing all the guys tonight. So far, they've had one in every event, including both intermissions. All right. So we got a touch of the gloves here and a kick straight out of the gate by both guys. So Caleb, he was coming in kind of wild there with a bunch of hooks. Michael came back with a strong left hook himself. So I can hear Caleb's corner. He's telling us work his kicks. Like I said, he was a karate guy, so he's got the hands and feet to go with it. So looks like that was an incidental low blow. When you're throwing those kicks, you know, sometimes you just can't help but to throw them just a little too high, or if you're trying to throw that body kick, sometimes, you know, it happens when you throw it a little too low as well. All right, so he's got that good strong teep out there. Oh, he came with a strong right hook. I thought it might have hurt Michael there for a second, but it appears that it was clean, but it didn't quite hurt him. So Michael knocked himself off balance there with a head kick.
His feet are not underneath him. Close his face, throw the right hand. His balance is way off. Please, throw your cross. Please. Good, now with your cross. Nice.
All right.
Throw your two, Caleb. Trust it. He's here.
All right, Caleb's throwing that right hook, and it's landing pretty well. His corner is wanting to throw that straight. All right, so he hit him, and it looks like he might have hurt him a little bit, or maybe knocked him off balance.
Trust the right hand. He's got a magnet to his head. He cannot dodge it. Just trust it. Send the right hand down the middle. Fake the kick. Go in. Trust me, Caleb. Trust me, Caleb. He is not defending the right hand.
Nope. Michael hits the ground again, but it was not because of a punch. It was due to the cage. 10 seconds left in this first round. Looks like Michael's having a hard time just keeping his feet under him from, you know, the cage and just being off balance. It looked like Michael was pointing down at his feet there for his corner, so I'm not sure if he has an issue with his feet. Maybe that's why he keeps falling, or if, you know, his shin pad or something was just causing a little bit of an issue there. So we're about to start the second round. We'll see if both fighters come out just as strongly as they did in that first round. These are little bitty guys, so I think they should be able to keep that pace up for these 3 rounds. So. All right. So what you saw there, Michael, his mouthpiece was on the ground, so he can't pick it up with boxing gloves on. So his only other option that he had was just to pick it up with his mouth. So Caleb, he's not really throwing many straight punches, just those strong hooks with his kicks. And that's a little unorthodox, especially for a karate guy, because they're mostly straight punches and fancy kicks. So Michael landed a hard straight there on him. Now Caleb's coming forward. He's wild. He's throwing some wild punches on him.
Hey, let's kick that leg up. Snap. Good job. Where's the right hand after that?
So my vision is obstructed just a little bit. Looked like Caleb was going for a Superman there, but wasn't able to actually get the punch off before being hit by Michael. So that leg kick looked like it may have hurt him just a tad. Oh, Caleb dropped him. Looked like he dropped him with a teep kick. So the ref's going to give him 8 seconds to recover. All right, so that's going to one knockdown for Caleb. So that round's probably going to go to him unless his opponent comes back and does something spectacular this round. Maybe a knockdown for himself. That was a heavy leg kick. 2 heavy leg kicks by Michael. The ref ruled that a no knockdown. So at the end of the round there was a low blow, but unfortunately, because it happened at the bell, he's only going to get his 1 minute to recover from that, while also having to listen to his coach. All right, here we go with the start of the third and final round.
2 minutes of hell, bud. 2 minutes of everything you got, Caleb.
All right, take the gloves, start the final round. Caleb's coming in with that that rear low kick followed by that straight or a hook. He throws that pretty often. There it goes again. That's 3 times in a row he's thrown that same combination. It's landed all 3 times though, so. But these boys are coming out and they're throwing hard for this third and final round. They're going to leave it all in the cage. All right, so you've seen Michael. He has been over there, take a deep breath with his hands on his knees. Now he's got a little headgear malfunction. All right, here we go. Get the action back started, and Caleb drops him with a right hook. All right, here we go. He's recovered. Let's see if Caleb can end the fight. A swing and a miss on that low kick. Caleb with the teep coming right back. Michael came in with a heavy kick there. Caleb with a head kick. 10 seconds left in this fight. Let's see if they leave it all out there. And that's another knockdown for Caleb in this round. So that's going to probably end the round. There was only 10 seconds left when he got that knockdown. So All right, here we go. That's the end of the fight, guys. Let's see what the judges thought. Opponent was slightly disrespected by that scream that Caleb let out at the end of that fight. All right, so we was waiting on the fighters to get checked out by the doctor before starting the introductions for the next two fighters coming out. So, but they are both checked out, and we are underway. Jackson Hanson, I believe is his name. I'm sorry, Jackson Hanson. In his corner, we got Jose Big Brown Evans and Mingo Holcomb.
Yeah.
All right, so once again, amateur fighters, believe it, kickboxing debut. So once again, with the tape on the shin guards, it does get a little confusing. So. All right, in Daryn's corner, we got Johnny Carter, the Apex, and we also have Matt Elkins. Those are two strong cornermen. But we are ready to get this fifth bout underway. So Daryn, he has a boxing background, and I'm pretty sure his opponent. Yeah. Sorry, we'll let Chad finish up. So Hanson is from Albuquerque, New Mexico, at a gym y'all may have heard about, Jackson Wink. So a lot of really high tier fighters come from that gym. So we'll see how good he is in this kickboxing bout right now. So right away, you see that heavy kick with a counter left hand from Daryn there. Superman attempt by Daryn. A little bit of that boxing showing right there from Daryn. He was able to use that angle, come back with a crisp right hand. Hanson seems to really want to work this clinch. There's the clinch again. Spinning back fist that connects. Oh, strong right hand from Jackson that landed. There's another clinch. Got that lead leg kick that landed pretty flushly for Daryn. All right, so that was in the first round. You saw a touch of gloves at the end of that round to show respect. All right, looks like we're getting the corners out of here and getting ready for the second round to start.
Come on, guys. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
All right, both fighters are ready to start the second round. They both look pretty fresh. We'll see who comes out and starts a little bit more aggressive this time. Daryn kind of fainted right there when knocked that lead hand down of Jackson. We threw a head kick there as well, too. Oh, a strong, powerful teep right there. He attempted the question mark kick. Looks like he slipped on some sweat or something in the thing. He's throwing some good body kicks as well, too. So every time they get in this little clinch situation, you'll see Daryn throwing those little short body punches. They look like they're not going to do much, but over time they will add up and just eat away at the cardio just ever so slightly. Jackson is working that body with those kicks. I would like to see some knees being thrown in these clinch situations, even though they are pretty much chest to chest. You can still land. The knees there. But you saw that slam by Jackson. That unfortunately is not allowed in amateur kickboxing, and he is having 1 point taken away for that. And that could be major in this fight. Daryn, he didn't take it as hard feelings or anything. Had that jumping lead teep there. Strong left hand by Daryn as well. Oh, he just missed with that head kick a little too high. All right, start of the third and final round. Neither fighter looks fatigued, but we'll see if they keep that high pace up. So Daryn, he's covering a lot of distance across the cage with one or two steps. So now I said neither fighter looked fatigued, but you just saw Jackson there. He had his hands on his knees for a second before the ref started the round again. So he may have a little bit of fatigue. Daryn keeps attempting that spinning back fist. So Jackson came in with a strong right hand, which was countered by a really strong body kick from Daryn. He came in, looked like a little bit of a headbutt there, but it didn't look like either fighter was affected by it. Look at that question mark kick, barely landed on Daryn. Both fighters hit the ground from that Superman punch. It is going to be counted as a knockdown from referee Cody Eason. Just a few more seconds left in this last round with a head kick. Quickly coming from Daryn with a spinning back kick. A spinning back fist. Jackson was coming in, feinted to the body, and then caught a big, strong left hand from Daryn. Daryn comes in, initiates the clinch this time, pushes back, and that's the end of the round. A strong flurry by both fighters.
Good job, guys!
So I'll be super surprised if Daryn doesn't get the win with the point taken away in the second round, and also the knockdown that Daryn was able to score in the third round. I'll be surprised if he does not win this. So we got one more fight, and then our second and last intermission. Once again, the fighters being checked out in front of the doctor before they're able to head back to the locker rooms. So this next bout's going to be between Tyler Murray and Jose Jimenez. Jose is 1-0 in kickboxing. I'm not sure if Tyler has had any experience before.
Here we go, baby. Here we go.
And his opponent on the blue corner, Jose Jimenez.
Once again, this will be our last fight before the second intermission, where my partner Stephen Owens will be stepping into the cage against Trey Slayton in a kickboxing exhibition match.
And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Ultimate MMA in Abawe, Alabama, Jose Jimenez.
All right, here we go. Jose came out to look like he wanted to touch gloves, but Tyler Murray was having none of that. Apparently there was a low blow in that exchange. Nice little teep from Jose. All right. Nice exchange in that Muay Thai clinch before being separated by the ref. Looks like Jimenez is really enjoying that that teep kick. He's throwing it a bunch. I know Jimenez is very kick heavy in his striking, so. All right. My vision's a little obstructed right now, so I'm not able to see what's going on. Tyler Murray's got Jimenez backed up against the cage, and he's just kind of unleashing a few shots here and there. But Jimenez is throwing those straight shots as Murray's coming in, and they're connecting. So we'll see if Murray's going to start respecting those punches. So Jimenez keeps backing up to the cage. I wonder if that's part of his game plan. Maybe trying to get Murray to come in a little aggressive so he can slip and counter off of it. All right, so we're going to start round 2 off. Jimenez with a hard left hook to start that round off that landed. Oh, a hard body kick. I'm sorry, that was a knee to the body, not a kick. These boys are just going out there and they're giving it everything they got. Left hook off that body kick. So a couple knees by Jimenez to Tyler Murray's body there. Tyler just continuously backing up Jimenez with those straight punches, though. Jimenez got the clinch, hits a hard knee to the chest. Up, there's another hard knee. Jimenez seems to be raising that lead leg up before he throws any punches. I wonder if he's just trying to kind of feint a kick or a knee before throwing the punches or what, but he's kind of doing it at the same time, so he's kind of hurting his power there a little bit. Jimenez has got him pinned against the cage. He threw a knee to the body. I'm not sure if it landed. Threw that tape again, though, that I was talking about in the first round that he likes to throw. So both fighters are, you can see them take deep breaths. So they're getting a little bit of fatigue in there. Jimenez lost his mouthpiece there, so got just a few more seconds left in the second round. There we go. So to end that round, you saw both fighters kind of switching position on the cage, and they both landed a few shots in that exchange. This is going to be a tough fight to call for the judges. Get ready to start this third and final round. Once again, this is going to be the final round, and then we have a brief intermission in which Stephen Owens versus Trey Slayton will take part in an exhibition match. So. You can see a little bit of urgency in Tyler Murray's corner. I wonder if if they think he's behind on his scorecards. I mean, he is coming out a little bit more aggressive to start out the round than he normally does. So. Looks like Jimenez is maybe shooting in for a takedown, which is, once again, is not allowed in kickboxing. So. Jimenez with a hard 1-2 that landed, and then a hook, left hook. Oh, a nice head kick from Tyler Murray that landed. Good right hook from Jimenez that landed on Tyler Murray. Looks like Jimenez has got him pinned against the cage before being separated by the ref. So. Once again, there's no knees to the head. That's why when you're seeing Murray's head down like that, he's not in danger of being kneed in amateur MMA. Or I'm sorry, amateur kickboxing. Nice little low kick there by Jimenez. Jimenez has got his hands up in the air instead of blocking his face when those punches are coming in. Last 10 seconds of this round, we're going to see what the judges think of it. Yeah, I don't know that I would be able to score this. I don't know that I would be able to score this fight. It's going to be a very, very hard day for the judges. It's like Jimenez left everything out in the cage. You can see him take his headgear off and then just lay in the middle of the cage. I'm really interested to see how the judges scored this one. I'm still talking back and forth a little bit in there.
After 3 rounds of all 3 judges call the fight 28-29 for your winner, Abawe.
All right, still a little back and forth action going into the cage. Tyler Murray was not happy with that decision. All right, so we were going to take a little short intermission. So I will see y'all guys later.
Trainer's opponent had to pull out at the last second, so we got an exhibition fight tonight. So let's make welcome on the red corner, Stephen Owen. And his opponent out of the blue corner, Trey.
Let's go, Trey! Hey, you was
This exhibition fight is scheduled between two of the most fan-favorite fighters we have. So let's get loud and let's get behind them. Fighting out of the red corner, the owner and coach of Valhalla Martial Arts, Steven Big Dreaming Owen! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Ultimate MMA in Abawe, Alabama. Let's make welcome, This exhibition bout will be refereed by Tom Lamar.
Let's go, boys! Let's go,
Hey, this is an exhibition tonight. They're going to be coming out with all the tricks from this one. So y'all get loud for them. Let's go.
No, you're not.
Let's go, boys! Woo!
What's your feeling? Gimme my phone. Oh, give me my phone.
Let's go, boys! Nice round, let's go!
Take your phone.
Fighters ready? Let's fight.
Not Kimmy. I can touch your heels. Oh.
Referee Tom Bernard declares this fight a draw. Ladies and gentlemen, another hand. We're going to finish our intermission. We have about 5 minutes left. next bout, out of the red corner, Daryn Johnson.
All right, we're back. So we got the co-main event coming up right now. It's going to be Aaron Johnson versus Willie Power. We got Aaron Johnson coming in, walking out right now as I speak. Johnson is going to be from Ronin MMA in New Orleans, Louisiana. They have brought the crowd tonight. All right, he is stepping into the cage, and his opponent will be walking out shortly, which is going to be Willie Power.
Out of the blue corner, Willie Power.
Once again, the amateur rules, he's got to have headgear, and it appears that they have forgot about that, which is totally understandable. All these fighters would much rather not have headgear on anyways, so. But unfortunately, with the Alabama rules by the Athletic Commission, you are required, unless you're a professional. So both of these guys are carrying a lot of muscle on them, and as many of you know, the more muscle you carry, the harder it is on your cardio. So we're going to see how well these guys' gas tanks hold up throughout this 3 2-minute round kickboxing match. All right, apparently he's not allowed to have his bicep accessories on, so. All right. Final checks by the cage side ref, and we are getting this last amateur bout underway.
Fighting out of the red corner, representing Ronin MMA out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Make welcome TTG Aaron Johnson.
I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay. Not sure what's going on. If I get word, I will let y'all know. Sorry for the delay, guys. Mr. Power is making his way back to the cage right now as we speak.
And in the opponent, fighting out of the blue corner from Ironbound Fight Club in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, make welcome the Black Stallion, Willie Power.
All right. He's going to get 1 point taken away for whatever that holdup was by referee Cody Eason. So he's already at a disadvantage in this fight. So see what these big boys bring to the table here. All right, so there's a little karate style kick. And we're going to welcome back Mr. Stephen Owens after his amazing exhibition match with Trey Slayton there.
Hey, thank you, man. Goodness gracious, jumping in here halfway through. What is going on?
Yeah, these two big boys, they're going at it. So
big overhand. Ooh.
Oh! Looks like Mr. Power there has got a little bit of power.
Yeah, doubling up with that overhand right.
Got uppercuts from the clinch. See if Aaron was able to recover in that short period of time there. Oh, both of them are eating heavy shots right now.
A little bit of problem with the headgear there. Yeah, I had a little bit of that. I have a little head, and it was big headgear. Sliding around, getting rid of my field of vision there.
Yes.
Ooh, slip. Looked like a slip. Yeah, that canvas can be slick when there's sweat on it. That, and you have that piece of tape on the middle of your foot there. So sometimes you step just right, it can throw you off balance there.
Yeah, that might have worked to the advantage of Aaron there for a second, because that looked like it was going to be a powerful teep to the face. So.
Yeah.
I think Willie came back and made that an even round with that point taken away at the beginning of the fight. So
yeah, give me a recap. I just walked in. I missed round one. I was back there changing back into my regular clothes.
I have no idea what was going on. Willie jumped into the cage. Some words were said between him and the ref in the corner. He had to run back to the locker room. When he got back.
Oh no! Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I had to run out there and get. I'm talking about a recap inside for round one.
That was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I'm not sure what it was, but when he got back and the fight started, referee Cody Eason took a point away from him. So. Yeah. Pretty much this is the beginning of the second round right here. So you didn't miss much. Aaron comes out with a big, heavy kick that was caught by Willie Power.
Ooh, a knockdown.
So that's one knockdown for Aaron. Willie never got his knockdown thanks to the cage. So.
Ooh, good. Ooh. just slinging those hooks right there, those right hands.
Looked like both fighters thought the referee was going to separate them there, so they just both kind of sat there for a second.
They're like, wait a minute, we're still fighting. Yeah. Remember, if the ref doesn't call it, it's not against the rules, ladies and gentlemen. You know, to protect yourself at all times.
Yeah.
It's not to encourage cheating, but it is a reality of the sport. Is the refs are humans. There's a lot of quick action in the sport. This is unlike any other sport in the game. You watch football and referees make terrible decisions all the time, and it's not always their fault. It's just angles of things. You can't always see everything or catch everything that's happening. So you, as a fighter, particularly, you have to look out for that and be prepared for anything.
Yeah. So we saw Aaron just get dropped with a hard knee to the body right there. Probably a liver shot because it was quite delayed.
Yeah.
So, and he's got his hand just covered over that area. So.
Yeah, and for the fans, that liver shot on if the left hook is what opens up that liver shot, and you can get hit there, and then 3 or 4 seconds later, your legs just give out. You know, I was sparring with Cody Daryn like a week before he got signed onto the UFC, and he just kept eating my body up, and eventually he dropped me with 4 or 5 times with liver shots, and I ended up puking. It was great.
Yeah. So referee Cody Eason called a stop to this fight. The body was still hurting of Aaron, so he might have had a broken rib or something a little more serious than a liver shot, but maybe not. Maybe it was just the liver.
Yeah, I hate it for him.
We got the doctor in there checking on Aaron Johnson as well. So.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get back up on his own. I hope he does. But he's not looking like he's willing to try to stand up on his own. Are they going to lift him up? Oh, here we go. Good.
Yeah, here we go.
I was very afraid they were going to have to carry him out on a stretcher there, but no, he's up on his feet and he's holding his own weight, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. He's not happy that this is the way it ended, but it's the fight game, and it just happens. Sometimes it's out of your control a lot of the time. So,
looking at the nose here, man, looks like he may have a broken nose. I can't tell.
Yeah, it definitely looks like there's a cut on it at least.
1 minute 49 seconds in the second round for your winner by TKO out of the blue corner, the Black Stallion, Looney Power.
All right, so once these fighters get out of the cage, we're going to be making our main event walk, which is going to be 2 professionals. So the rules will change just a little bit. There will be elbows allowed and also knees to the head, 0 headgear, 0 shin guards. 3-minute rounds instead of 2.
What a whole main event. Y'all give him a round of applause.
Yeah, so to give a little backstory, I think we kind of miscommunicated there earlier. So I think what happened while that first round had a little bit of an interruption, backstage there was a bit of a heated argument going on. We had to pull some security back there, and I think the team, 2 different teams back there got the mouthing off at each other and a little bit of bowing up to one another, and basically had to pull some security back there, and it just kind of got a little wild, a little bit out of hand. But everything settled down on its own before the security even arrived. They kind of calmed themselves down, and so everything was handled. And I think that's what it was. He may have been running back there to check on his teammate to make sure nothing was popping off.
Yeah, that very well could have been. So I'm glad everything kind of got de-escalated
absolutely.
before anybody had to go to jail or anything.
Yeah,
of
we
that
want to
sort,
keep all the fights inside the cage.
during regular intermission or
Yeah.
regular scheduled timing too.
Yeah, definitely don't want any backstage fights.
Good job, Willie!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for the main event. The pros are coming out. Out of the red corner, Jermon Beverly.
All right, so Javon Beverly, he competed in our last kickboxing event in February against Fred Weaver. So, unfortunately, Javon did not come away with a win in that one, so he's looking to redeem himself with that.
Do you know if he's had any fights since? I know it's been a couple of months. Especially at a pro, if you're very active, you might could have fit one in between now and then.
I'm not sure. He may not have been able to. He did lose by TKO.
Oh, yeah, so the commission probably kept him out for...
Yeah, he probably had his medical suspension.
Rocco Sirocco.
So I do know this is Rocco's
Rocco
kickboxing
Sirocco.
debut.
Yeah, nice.
I believe he's from Las Vegas. Trains out there in Vegas. So
Okay, somebody willing to travel that far typically is pretty confident in their opponent or their choice of opponent. So I'm very interested to see how this turns out. So has he fought pro in MMA or?
yes. So Rocco, he fought Justin. Can't remember his last name.
Oh dear.
He's from Tuscaloosa. Trains at Cobra.
I think I've seen him fight. Has he fought for B2?
I don't know if he's fought for B2. He has fought for the AFL before. And
Okay,
that's
maybe
where he
that's
fought,
where I've seen him then.
Justin Reeser. That's who he fought.
Okay. I think I did see that fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you actually fought on that card.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I think he was. I think he was in the other corner though. I think I was in the same corner as his opponent, Reeser.
So he did lose that fight by TKO, but he does stay pretty active from what I've seen on social media. So that was also almost a year ago at this point too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your
Both of these guys have a really similar build.
Yes, they do. I believe Rocco used to fight, or still does, maybe at 205. But this is a 220 fight. So.
Fighting out of the right corner, representing Roman MMA out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Make welcome, Jermon Beverly. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Valley Flow Strength out of Plainfield, Illinois.
I was wrong. He's from Illinois. So, Illinois, not Las Vegas. I think he did train in Las Vegas for one of these fights, though.
Sirocco switching stances.
Yeah, it was a nice heavy head kick, but it was blocked by Sirocco. So,
Do you know if Sirocco is normally a southpaw?
I don't
He
know.
keeps switching, and I'm not sure where he's more comfortable at. I think he's an orthodox, and I think he's trying to lead his opponent into that right hand while stepping back with that lead and switching into the southpaw. I think that's what he's trying to do.
He feinted a question mark kick there. So Sirocco landed with that overhand left, but at the same time, Beverly landed with a hard body kick.
He's spinning back fist. I think it connected, but I don't think there was a lot. I think he kind of stepped into it and it cut the momentum off.
Yeah, 100%. It landed, but not as powerful as he'd like. Beverly's coming in with some hard leg kicks, and it caused Sirocco to change that stance.
Yeah, now he's going. Yeah, now he's sticking with orthodox. Oh, teeing off. Sirocco needs to get off the cage. Hands real low.
So I did just receive confirmation that Sirocco did train in Vegas for a little bit of time. So. Also, I do know this fight's very special for Sirocco. He lost his dad not too long ago. And
he's not doing very well right now. I'm sorry to say it, but
yeah, he's gonna have to pick up his pace a little bit, or
we'll have to dig deep because he's getting pieced up a little bit in there. Yeah, Beverly is giving a clinic right now.
My vision is obstructed a little bit, so I can't see what's going on.
I think Sirocco is trying to get his wits back about him. I think he took a lot of damage there. He fell pretty open to a couple of big combinations, and looks like he might be getting his gas back, getting his legs back underneath him.
Yeah, he just threw that right hand. That was.
I think he may have just got an eye poke. The ref didn't see it, didn't say anything about it. I say eye poke. I think the thumb is what I mean by that. Is the thumb grazed and came across his eye.
All right, so this is going to give Sirocco a little bit of time to recover.
Yeah, I will say he did conserve some energy there. You know, just even though he took a lot of damage, he might be stunned a little bit, might be a little wobbled, but Beverly used a lot of gas to do that, and I started to see him wear down towards the end of the round. So let's see what he looks like coming back from this break.
Yeah, he's over there. He's sitting on his chair, and he's breathing kind of heavily.
Sirocco's on his feet.
Yeah, Sirocco waved off the chair. He said, "I don't need it." Beverly's got his hands up on the cage as well, so that's a sign of exhaustion.
Let's go, Red! Let's go, Red!
Yeah, this would be a great comeback for Sirocco. I don't like to pick favorites, but everybody loves a good comeback.
Yes, they do. Second round. Rocco immediately takes the center. Beverly's kicks are just heavy. Beverly's being a little wild with his punches and things.
I wonder if Sirocco is intentionally trying to draw him out and gas him. You know, maybe after round one he realized he's at a little bit of a technical disadvantage. Ooh, took a stiff left hand right there. Sirocco needs to get off of that wall. He needs to circle out, throw something to circle out, check hook, something. Looking a lot more confident this round though.
Yeah, he is.
Ooh, it's just a trip. I think the ref is calling a slip, actually. Beverly's starting to fatigue. He's doing a good job hiding it. He's got a good poker face, but I can tell he's starting to fatigue. He's wearing down. His hands are dropping. And that was something Sirocco was doing earlier in the fight. Now Sirocco's still with his hands down some, but Beverly's hands are getting real low now. You remembered to pick him back up after eating that hook.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the power advantage definitely goes to Beverly. But I think Sirocco might be able to start picking up the pace a little bit more.
Oh, goodness.
There's another game from Beverly with that big overhand right.
Yeah. Sirocco leaning back he's leaning back with his hands down, but he's not doing a great job of tucking his chin when you should really be careful leaning back in the first place. You should be trying to take a step back or create angles, but he's leaning back with his chin up, and that's he's giving that button to his opponent.
The ref was talking to him and saying something after the 8 count, so I'm not sure what he was saying. He might have been. I think that's going to be. Oh, nope. That might be the end of the fight. Yeah, that's
the end of the fight. You gotta hate it for him, but I think he keeps coming back. He's going to be back, and he's going to be better than he was this time. But that was a great display for Beverly. Yeah, Beverly put on an absolute clinic tonight. He did a very, very technical, piecing his opponent apart.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that is the end of the card. Let's wait for this official decision. Hey, thank you very much for tuning in, guys.
Let's make this official, ladies and gentlemen. Referee Abawe on the stop of this at 2 minutes and 49 seconds in the second round for your winner by TKO, Jimenez.
Hey, little mama, he's wet. You see that? You didn't know that too?
Yeah, right on YouTube.
Come here, you. Get over here. Isn't that fun? Yeah. So, Daddy,